check this out over here. This is important. This is probably one of the most important things that we'll see from this whole stuff that's going on with Kanye and Kyrie. And I've got some more on that, coming later in another video. But this is important. Kanye is now reportedly going and setting up relationships with people of African descent, Moors, okay, so-called black people. And what he's doing is he's now taking his brand and putting it in our hands, saying, you have Nagush footwear. So now he's going, and I think he's actually, in the article, it says that he's working with Nagush footwear, which is based out of Atlanta, which has been around, I think, since 2016, 2015, something like that. And they've had great stuff. If you've never seen their website, go to it. But he's going to those type of companies who've been around and who've had a solid footprint, and he's directly partnering with them to get his products out and, help push their products too. One of the ways that people of African Moorish descent have been locked out of the wealth building is through distribution. So the market would be cornered on distribution, and we wouldn't be allowed to play in that particular market. So you could own a record label, but if you didn't have distribution, then your stuff would just sit in your warehouse. That was important. Distribution was ran by people of more of European ancestry, and they wouldn't allow us in the distribution game. For instance, you could own a record label, but you don't own the stores. Not only do you not own the record stores, you also don't own the trucking companies. So how are you going to move your stuff around? This is how the game was played up until now. So distribution was a major, major key in everything. And that's how we would get locked out. So now, because we're moving into a Web3 space, and remember, if you've been following any of my material, you've heard me say that as we move into this DEI, decentralized space, Web3 space, blockchain, NFTs, and the new financial currency, Bitcoins, and whatever it may be, the vanguard has to change because the power structure is being completely disrupted. No longer is distribution based on trucking and stores and things of this nature. With this new Web3 space, you can create your own economic empire within your own internet structure. No one has to go anywhere else. It's yours. You own it, and it creates a different type of footprint that allows you to keep getting paid through NFTs and things like that as people resell your merchandise forever, in perpetuity. So because he's partnering up now with these Moorish businesses, he is now going to catapult them into being multi-millionaires off the rip. The moment that they start putting his stuff out, their financial foundation will completely change. It's revolutionary what he's doing, so stay tuned.